Hey, what's up, guys? I know that my microphone wasn't working that great in the first few videos I made, so I got another microphone and hopefully it's better and the voice is more consistent. So my apologies for the low voice or the spurts of loud outbursts. I hope everyone's hearing is okay. So I'm gonna get started here pulling some cards. I do want to say that there's an energy right now that I've seen in my life and in other people's lives where there's issues with power, with machinery. So there's this idea of power, I guess. There's a lack of energy, or maybe like overdoing it. Maybe there's this theme of things needing work in order to operate correctly. So I don't know how that might resonate with you. For me, I had a washing machine that I purchased, and a little tiny repair that I expected turned into a big giant issue, but it's been a good learning experience for me, and it went from being kind of frustrating to being kind of fun now. So you might just want to take it as a challenge, and if that relates to you, or if you notice any issues with power or electricity, that is a sign from spirit for you to pay attention to what's going on around that time. So the first cards that came out here are the Death reversed. So this could be something that ended in the past, or something that maybe it would have been in your best interest to have it ended already, and it might be delayed. There might be a delay in something that kind of should have ended for your best interest. You have the Hanged One here, so that's also in reverse. So that's about gaining a new perspective on this situation. It's this idea of you don't need to be stuck with this situation. There might be something that really should have ended by now, and for one reason or another it hasn't. And you might be getting a new perspective and realizing that you're not stuck, and it's something that might be in your best interest to let go of. And then I also see the Emperor upright. So this is this idea of kind of being self-righteous in this decision. So let's pull some more cards on that. And I'm going to use two decks today. I'm going to start with the Modern Witch, and then I'm going to clarify with the Light Seers deck. This is for the collective here. So we got the Knight of Swords reversed. So this could be you were expecting communication from somebody related to this situation, and it might not have come in. You might have been waiting. The Hanged Man in the upright would have been like waiting. Maybe you were waiting on something to get clarity or a closure in a situation here. This could be about closure with somebody who might have not like, I don't want to say like abused their power, but there's this idea of self-righteousness that keeps coming up, and I don't know if that's for you or for this other person involved in the situation, but unfortunately you might not get that message or that closure that you were expecting. The other thing is, if you do get a message, it might be kind of harsh, and it might push you to kind of end something here. So there's something here with either no communication or communication that's not really very pleasant. Let's get one more card before we start to clarify here. So we got the Ace of Swords reversed. So yeah, this looks like something that you kind of wanted to come in is not going to come in, and this has to do with communication. So if someone is not giving you the closure, the communication that you deserve, that is a good reason to kind of let something go. And that's what we're getting here. So it might be this new perspective comes after lack of receiving closure, or lack of a message or something like that. So I'm going to clarify with the Light Seers here. Okay, we got the Emperor in reverse. So we had the Emperor upright here and the Emperor reverse. And I'm noticing with both of these, they have those little like devil horns. So there's something here. And one of them it came up as a feminine energy, and one came up as a masculine. So it could, you know, the gender could be either way, but there is an idea of someone might have bad habits or repeating negative patterns. They might feel self-righteous in this behavior, and it doesn't seem to be in your best interest. I'm seeing here that so this is kind of coming up as your energy, where you're self-righteous in this idea of getting this new perspective, and you might be waiting for this communication. And then you have this other person here that is self-righteous, but they're self-righteous in their own selfish reasons here. So we have, there's also this chess piece here that I'm noticing, and that's the king chess piece. I'm seeing something in his pocket as well. It's like purple with green dots. I don't know why that really called out to me. The planet also kind of looks like Venus. So yeah, that chess piece, there's something with that where with the king in chess, the king can either move like, they can make a lot of different moves. So they could either move one space over, or they can move all the way across the board. And I'm getting this thing here with it in reverse, that like you had this pair here, and this, you know, it might have seemed like a power couple or the potential for a power couple, but I'm seeing that this king figure, like if this was a chessboard and you guys were over here, like they just kind of like pulled away, and you might not understand why. So I'm going to clarify on that idea, because I am seeing a big energy for that. The Hermit. So this person might have pulled away because they can't, for one reason or another, with this idea of this kind of like devil energy that's kind of popping up with these cards. The bad habit might be something that they need to kind of process. It could also be like fear or doubt or overthinking, or it could be something in their head. There's a lot of sword energy that's coming up here with the Knight of Swords reverse and the Eight of Swords reverse. So it could just be that this person pulled away and kind of disappeared because they got really in their head, and they are going within right now and just taking time to try to process things. Does it mean that it's fair to you or that it's right? No. But if you're noticing that someone kind of pulled away, more than likely the reason is that they got really in their head, and there's something that they might be struggling with, like people say, like, you know, your inner demons. And they might have felt that they should just be alone at this time. This card had a lot of energy. It flew out and flipped over. It's the Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, there's a lot of like in the head energy here. So we have all of these swords energies in reversed. So this could also be someone who is an air sign. So a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but I am seeing somebody pulled away because they are really in their head and they just want to be like with their own thoughts right now to kind of file their ideas away. And we'll do one final energy here for the outcome. So thank you guys for watching. What do we have here? Oh, big energy on this card, okay. And the Eight of Swords reversed, okay, so, oh man, so you could see like feeling trapped in the upright, like, what is she looking in the mirror and she sees herself just like totally trapped by this darkness, and then the reverse. Reversals can mean a lot of things, but in this case I'm getting extreme. So someone is like extremely like stuck with something in their head. They're going through it right now. So I guess this might be the new perspective that you needed. You're probably wondering, where'd this person go? They didn't, I just want to know what's going on with them. I wish I knew. There's really strong energy coming up here that they are having a lot of problems with their own thoughts. There's fear. There's feelings of being stuck. They want to just be on their own right now to deal with all this stuff. And if you're on this end where you've been wondering what happened, I don't think that they necessarily like found somebody else, or I don't think that they are upset with you or mad at you. It's basically like you shouldn't really take it personally. Does it feel good when someone pulls away? No. Should you move on? That's up to you. The cards are kind of saying that this person is really heavily in their head and they just want to be alone right now. And so that's your free will to decide what you want to do with it. But if there's any new perspective that Spirit wanted you to have, it's that this person struggles with something in their own mind, and it's nothing that you did, and if they didn't go and find somebody to replace you or anything like that. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for someone to be there by your side, it doesn't feel good when someone kind of disappears and runs off. That's kind of a sign of unresolved, emotional baggage. And if you are looking for someone who is emotionally available, then perhaps you should kind of take this perspective and let that person be, and then move on and see what else Spirit has in store for you for your next chapter. But again, that's totally up to you. If you want to reach out to this person and see if they want to talk to you, that's up to you. But are you going to feel better or worse about it if they just ignore it? So that's the message I have for you today. I hope it resonates. There's big air energy here. And remember what I said about the electrical and mechanical issues that might come up. If you're noticing them, you are not alone. And if there's something that happens around that, or it's connected to something that could be a sign from Spirit, then take it as such. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care.